Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're taking a hammer to a massive misconception in the retail trading space. I want to paint a picture for you, a scenario that honestly feels completely unfair right out of the gate, but it exposes a really harsh reality about the markets.
Let's dive right in. Picture two traders. They both get the exact same alert at the exact same time. They're looking at the exact same ticker on the exact same day. Everything lines up perfectly, right? But here's the kicker. Trader A closes their position, locking in a brilliant 12% gain. Meanwhile, Trader B, they get stopped out for a painful, frustrating loss. And look, this isn't some made-up hypothetical. We literally see this play out constantly in trading communities.
So we really have to stop and ask ourselves, what gives? If there is zero information gap between these two, and absolutely no difference in their technical chart reading skills, what actually caused this massive divergence in their outcomes? Well, the answer illustrates the uncomfortable truth of trading that we're breaking down for you today. It's the execution. Literally, the only difference was when they hit the button. You see the signal itself? That isn't your edge. The timing of your execution is where the true edge actually lifts.
Let's just pause here for a second, because internalizing this one specific concept is exactly what stops traders from hemorrhaging money to impulsive reactions. Think about it. When you get a signal, whether it's from a community, a screener, or even your own late-night charting session, it's an argument. It's a thesis. It is absolutely not an automatic trigger to just blindly slap the buy button.
When an alert hits, think about what it's really telling you. It's saying, hey, structural merit exists here, or the risk-reward ratio is looking highly favorable at the right entry, and the thesis is valid right now. You know what it does not mean? It doesn't mean buy immediately at whatever random price the market throws at you. The market does not care that you're reading an alert. Price keeps moving, so by the time you've read it, the price is probably already gone. Blindly hitting buy at that new extended price without recalibrating? Yeah, that's called chasing.
Which brings us to Section 1, the math of chasing. Now, this is where the numbers get really eye-opening. Look at the total collapse of the upside here. We start with our original confirmed setup. Entry at $47.20, target at $52, stop loss tucked safely below $46. That gives you a solid upside of $4.80 against the downside risk of just $1.20. Beautiful, right? But let's say you see the alert 20 minutes late. The price is now at $48.90. You get FOMO, you chase it, you buy anyway. Look what happens to the math. Your upside instantly shrinks to $3.10, and your downside, assuming you're actually disciplined enough to keep your stop at that original $46 level, has totally ballooned to $2.90. So the absolutely critical takeaway here is that simply by chasing, your beautifully clean 4-to-1 setup is completely wrecked. It gets dragged down to a measly 1-to-1 ratio. Think about that. You haven't even lost a single dime on the trade yet, but you've already destroyed the underlying math that made the setup worth taking in the first place. You're risking almost $3 to make $3. Honestly, short of just setting your money on fire, that is the worst possible scenario in trading. To fix this, we need a total reframe on patience. We've got to stop treating patience like some rare personality trait that you're either born with or you're not. That's just an excuse that lets people off the hook. Instead, we need to start treating patience as a measurable, hard technical skill. You build it deliberately by doing exactly two things: waiting for the price to return to your entry zone and waiting for a confirmation candle before you ever commit your hard-earned capital. Let's walk through a quick timeline to see how this plays out on the wild. Say it's 10:15 a.m. A signal comes through during a super volatile open, and the stock has already spiked 3%. If you buy right then, you are buying pure, unsupported momentum. Don't do it. Apply your patience as a technical skill and just wait. Fast forward to 10:45 a.m. The price finally pulls back to retest that breakout level, which is the exact zone the original signal highlighted. It forms a nice, tight inside candle and closes right back above that key level. Bam! You execute there. Those 30 minutes of deliberate patience, they just turned a dangerous, mediocre entry into a high-quality, fully supported trade that is literally $1.40 cheaper with a much tighter stop. Now, I already know what you're thinking, but what if it never pulls back? I'm going to miss out. Look, that is just FOMO talking. FOMO creates this totally fake sense of scarcity. You have to burn this fundamental truth into your brain. The cost of simply missing a trade is absolute zero. You literally lose nothing. Chasing, on the other hand, that carries a very real financial tax, not to mention a massive emotional tax that almost guarantees you're going to tilt and make another bad decision down the line.
Okay, moving on to Section 2, Practical Rules for Entry.
The very next time you get a signal during market hours, do not just immediately smash that market buy button. Follow these mechanics strictly. Step 1, pull up the chart. Step 2, Objectively ask yourself, is the price still in the original entry zone or has it already extended? Step 3, if it is extended, just mark the zone and set a limit order. Step 4, wait. If the price pulls back, awesome, you get a great entry. And hey, if it never pulls back to your limit, missing a bad entry is actually a massive win in disguise. Seriously.
This is exactly why pre-market alerts are basically the gold standard compared to midday chaos. Pre-market signals give you vastly superior timing windows. Your mind is calm. You actually have the time to sit there and study the chart without the artificial urgency of a rapidly blinking ticker. You can calmly place your limit orders for the open and set your stops well in advance. Mid-session alerts, on the other hand, are almost always consumed in a total rush, which leads right back to that emotionally heated chasing we are trying to avoid.
And while we're talking about placing orders, let's be clear. Your default should almost entirely be limit orders. A limit order tells the market exactly what price you are willing to pay. It gives you total control and precision, forcing the market to come to you. Market orders, you should be reserving those strictly for very rare exceptions, specifically genuine, heavy-volume momentum breakouts where the actual thesis is the momentum itself. That is a super narrow exception, so generally speaking, stick to your limits.
Let's wrap things up with Section 3, Building True Timing Discipline.
I want to look at how Calibre Signals structures their free tier because, honestly, it's brilliant. They put a 2-day delay on their signals for free members. Now, you might look at that and think it's a restriction, but no, it is actually a highly deliberate training tool. By getting that signal 2 days late, you completely eliminate the emotional heat of that initial move. But more importantly, it reveals the price follow-through. You get to look at the chart and see exactly how the price behaved after the setup triggered. Did it consolidate? Did it pull back? You are literally training your brain to read follow-through without the overwhelming temptation to just blindly chase it. It builds the exact timing discipline we've been hammering on today.
Because at the end of the day, your foundation matters above all else. Even if you have the fanciest immediate premium alerts in the world, if you haven't built up your timing discipline, you're just going to give all your gains right back to the market through sloppy execution. You have to build this foundation before you even think about jumping into immediate alerts. The best part? You can start practicing this right now. You can join their free tier using the link provided, and there will always be a free tier available for you to hone this crucial skill.
Remember, the signal is only ever the starting point. Your real edge, that's entirely in what you actually do with it. So, I'm going to leave you with this final, provocative thought to chew on. The absolute next time your phone buzzes with a trading alert. Are you just blindly trading the signal, or are you patiently trading the setup? Master that difference, and you master your execution. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.